Let's just start with breaking down the sentence, and then I want to go to what happens next with Manafort.
Okay, so on the first count, I don't want to make it too mathy, but on the first count, it was 60 months. There was 30 months, if you will, sort of credit or overlap with the time that was given in Virginia last week. Then on the second count, it was 13 months, but that was consecutive, so that's in addition. But then there's credit for time served. And when you do all the math, you get to about 7 years, 81 months. I was just speaking with our senior course producer, Bill Mears here, who was inside the courtroom when the sentence was delivered. And he said Paul Manafort was in the wheelchair, and he was looking straight ahead along with his defense team. They didn't seem to interact with each other, but very sort of silent, still, straight ahead. Looking at the judge. So again, it's a significant sentence, and it comes after a lengthy statement by the judge. Just to recap, that she was not satisfied with his acceptance of responsibility. In the sense that she saw, these are her words, sort of a gaming of the system or a pattern of behavior on the tax fraud, the bank fraud, and then the foreign lobbying violations. She was not satisfied that he'd taken responsibility for witness tampering, to the shaping of testimony from 2 witnesses about his foreign lobbying. And she also took issue with his team's decision to raise in court today that, in effect, Manafort would not be sitting in the court today or in Virginia if it hadn't been for his role in the Trump campaign that essentially put a target on his back, and that this reference to her, these are her words, were inconsistent with a genuine acceptance of responsibility on behalf of Manafort. And then finally, she said something about the Russia collusion issue, which is much different than what we heard from the federal judge in Virginia last week, that in her view this was an issue that was not tabled and therefore not resolved by her court. So again, the math's a little wonky. It's a kind of moment where I wish I had my old calculator with me, right in front of me.
There's one on your phone, but it doesn't work quite the same
as doing the mental arithmetic.
Yeah.
I know, this is like a lesson for my kids at home with the mental arithmetic. But but essentially, it's 81 months. It's a significant sentence, and there's some, if you will, credit or overlap for the sentence last week in Virginia. Some of it is consecutive, but it comes, our math is 81 months, so it's more than 7 years.
All right, Catherine, what happens next with Manafort?
Total.
When does he start his prison sentence? What's going on?
Right. I don't want to speculate here, but my
we don't know that
understanding
yet.
is that Manafort, well, we know that we anticipate that he will go back to the detention center in Alexandria, Virginia, which is where he has been held for the better part, I want to say, from my memory, 9 months in solitary. And then there will be, I'm correct, a decision by the Bureau of Prisons as to where he will serve out his sentence. And they've made a request for a prison, as I recall, in Maryland, for the sentence to be fulfilled, though that has not been decided, I'm correct, by the Bureau of Prisons at this point, but that was the recommendation from his team.
Oh, that's interesting.